Anastasia Schmeckley.
And this is SCPA Today.
May is right around the corner, which means we've got a lot of testing on the way. AP testing starts next week, plus we got CAA testing in the beginning of finals later that month.
Well, you sure know how to stress out our audience. We've got a lot of important testing coming up, but let's try and forget about that for the next 15 minutes and talk about some less stressful topics.
You're right. You know, during times like these, I can always rely on my dog Happy to cheer me up. Several studies prove that pets can lower blood pressure and relax us during stressful situations. Are you in need of a cute, lovable stress reliever? Well, we've got an exclusive look at one of San Diego's animal shelters.
Oh, I'm definitely in need of some stress relief. Haven't you heard that they've replaced Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid with someone who looks nothing like him? We've got special interviews later on the broadcast with some outraged fans. #NotMyRoderick.
Well, besides that very important issue, today we're also going to take a look at one of the worst oil spills we have ever had in a decade.
And after that, we'll be talking about the difficulties of balancing sports and academics, and also spotlight some special people on our campus. But for now, let's go to Ryan Manalik for our weather.
This is your weatherman, Ryan Manalik, reporting the weather. For Thursday and Friday, we could see the weather to be mostly sunny, ranging from the mid-60s to the low 70s. And for the weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday, we could see the weather be sunny, with temperatures ranging from the low 60s to the high 70s. This is your weatherman, Ryan Manalik, reporting the weather.
Thank you, Ryan, for the weather. Here at school, we all have a lot to experience, trying to balance our art and academics, but most of us have no idea what it's like to also add sports to that mix. Let's go to a Johnny and see what it's really like to be a student athlete.
My name is Johnny Grays. I play football for Morris, and I'm an acting major.
My name is Shamar Martin. I play for Morris High School, and I'm in the 10th grade. My major is tech theater.
So I think a lot of people don't understand how it's hard to choose between the two and balancing your time efficiently to where it doesn't look like you're picking one over the other necessarily.
As a whole, it's hard. It is hard. You just got to do all your work. You have to find times, like, you know, if you know you're gonna be tired after practice, you got to find times like before practice or during school to just knock out your work.
Balance sports and academics, they go hand in hand because I think as a common goal, a lot of us want to try to end up going to college. So you know you have to depend on both and perform high in both to get to where you want to be.
We do a lot. I mean, I'm sure the students with like the 4.2s and stuff go through a lot too, but as far as athletes, it's a lot. Like a lot of practice is tiring. Like you get home from practice, you're dead, like you're exhausted, especially football.
I think there's a lot of similarities, like, you know, game days, like performance rehearsals and practice, they go hand in hand. And then also similar in the fact that, you know, there's always competition. You always have to find a way to better yourself because there is someone out there that's just like you.
We both have goals, like to pursue like and make it. We both work hard, and they both take practice. You got to practice football, you got to practice your art.
That's great, but I'm still really upset about the new Roderick. Up next, we have Ariel interviewing some other very upset fans.
Teens left and right are crying about the removal of the Roderick they all know and love. Here are a few of our students' thoughts on this topic. So Jeremy, what are your thoughts on the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series overall?
Well, you know, it's been around since I've been a kid, so growing up with it, it's been a pretty good experience.
And what did you feel when you first heard about this new Roderick, and why?
I was kind of outraged because that was not the Roderick I remembered. I don't remember the long hair, man.
You know, you kind of look like him.
I was appalled because, you know, I really like Devin Bostic, and, you know, to see him gone is just a real tragedy.
How do you think Charlie will portray this new Roderick?
I think he's going to try his best, but it's just really not going to be the same. He's going to be the Walmart off-brand Roderick, and Roderick is Gucci.
Indeed.
I think he'll portray it okay, but it's not going to be exactly the same.
Due to what?
Due to him being completely different. Have you seen him? Like,
Thoughts on the old Roderick?
I loved him. I loved all the movies, all the books. Ooh, best Roderick.
And how do you feel about the rest of the new cast?
I don't really like how the parents look.
They're horrible. That's not my rally.
Any memorable moments featuring Roderick you'd like to share?
I like the moment when they're in the garage and they keep on saying somebody farted into the microphone.
Definitely the one from Roderick Rules where he's at the concert.
Do you have any favorite Roderick meme you'd like to tell us?
Definitely the one that compares 2008 Amazing Phil and Roderick. It's really amusing.
I really like the video where it edits Pretty Squidward as the old Roderick and it shows regular Squidward when he bashes his head in as the new Roderick.
Is there anything you wish you could tell the new Roderick?
I wish I could tell him that I feel really sorry that he's getting all the hate.
Why would you do this to us? We were so happy.
Is there anything you wish you could tell the old Roderick?
He did an amazing job and that, he's just a great person overall and would be wonderful to have him back.
I miss you so much. Please come back.
And now, on a more serious note, we're going to take an in-depth look at the recent oil spill that has affected San Diego.
143 million gallons of sewage spilled into the Tijuana River. Next, we'll see just how harmful that oil spill was.
Hello, my name is Ryan Manalik and I'll be speaking upon the Imperial Beach sewage spill. The Tijuana sewage system had failed and a sewage spill had occurred, dumping an estimated 230 million gallons of raw sewage during the past month in March. This 230 million gallons of raw sewage had been flowing through the Tijuana River, exiting and contaminating our South Bay beaches, ranging from Imperial Beach to Coronado. Mayor of Imperial Beach, Serge Dedina, San Diego Councilman David Alvarez, and environmentalist groups had called on a federal investigation due to the sudden occurrence without warning from Mexico. South Bay residents are enraged due to the stench of raw sewage filling the air and demand something be done. The spill cannot be reversed, but Miguel Lemus has his crews repairing the underground sewage system in Mexico before they receive rain again to prevent another spill from happening again. This spill had greatly hurt the wildlife living in the Tijuana estuary and dangerously contaminated our beaches. When visiting these certain beaches, pay attention to see if it has rained in the days beforehand and if there are sewage contaminant signs posted. Think twice before going into the water.
My name is Miss Babby. I teach science here at SCPA, mostly chemistry and biology. I feel that growing up in San Diego, you get used to when it rains. You know you can't go in the ocean because there's lots of bacteria like coliforms and E. coli that can make you sick. But when you have 100 million gallons of this washed into the ocean, that's really detrimental not just to the environment, but to the people who depend on the ocean. So it makes me upset. It's a lot of waste out there. To prevent this from happening, we're going to need to make sure that the governments in both Tijuana and San Diego work together because we share that Tijuana River and we share the ocean that it empties into. So I think our government really needs to start communicating better with the people in Tijuana and making sure that when they do construction projects, they have enough safety and environmental protocols in place to prevent something like this from happening.
Events like these show just how fragile our Earth is and how desperately we need to protect it.
You're right. Our planet is very important. But so are our school counselors. They do a lot more than just changing our schedules and are often underappreciated. Let's see just how important they really are.
Hi, my name is Laura Saclonis, and I'm the registrar here at SCPA. I have been with the district for 26 years. Things that I do that students don't realize that I do is to make sure that their transcripts are correct, making sure that the transcripts get to the universities and colleges on time. I have to do calculations, do the rankings for the when first semester grades come out. When the seniors need to report themselves, they need the ranking, they need their GPAs, that's all done by me. I do a lot of reports making sure that they will be getting the correct document before they graduate, either a diploma or an academic distinction, making sure their grad names are correct on their diploma. There's a lot of things that I do that they don't realize that it's coming from me. But I love working with the students. I love to make sure that everything they need, they have.
My name is Lindsay Kurtz. I'm a school counselor here at SCPA. I counsel the 8th grade students, the interdisciplinary students, the choral music students, and the creative writing students. I think a lot of what counselors do for students is behind the scenes. It's sending those transcripts in, it's checking on grades, checking on attendance. So I think a lot of what we do, scheduling, all that stuff is behind the scenes. So I don't think that gets noticed, but it is a lot of work. I think counselors have a bad image of not getting work done because, as I said before, it's really difficult getting everything done in a day. I try my best. Counselors aren't scary. We're nice people. We are here to help. That's the bottom line.
You know who else is an overlooked group at SCPA? Film majors. Without them, we wouldn't even have this show. Let's go to Lucia with a special interview with one of our film majors, Joyce Roca-Corba.
Hi, my name is Joyce Roca-Corba, and I am a senior film major. With filmmaking, you can tell a story in so many different ways, and there are so many creative techniques that you can apply to tell it. You can use lighting to bring out a certain emotion or tell the audience something about the setting. Filmmakers that have influenced me are Wes Anderson, and my friend Lucia recently got me into Harmony Korine. What I really love about them is they have something really unique going on. It's amazing, I love it. I had a free period, intro to video class. I was learning everything for the first time, and from then on out, my mind was blown. I don't have a signature style yet. I think it's something I'm still developing. Your style just comes out when you put yourself into what you make. It's extremely effortless. I am surrounded by super creative individuals. That's influenced me because I want to really bring in all these different mediums into my films. I am an Asian female filmmaker in a white male-dominated field. It's extremely important for filmmakers to be diverse in order to have diverse content. I look to directors and filmmakers to inspire me about techniques, but really it's the people that I'm around everyday life that inspires me to make films and to come up with ideas for my film.
Up next, we have a PSA by Leslie Lopez on human trafficking.
I thought he loved me. He said he wanted me. He just wanted to make business out of my body. By the first months, I had already lost count of how many men I was sold to. Help other children. Denounce at 888-373-7888.
Now, to end our broadcast on a much lighter note, let's go to Joyce Hernandez with an inside look of San Diego's many animal shelters.
Hi, my name is Joyce Hernandez, and I'm here at the Department of Animal Services located in Bonita, California. I'm speaking to
Trish Abels, Senior Animal Services Representative.
So Trish, can you tell us about the animals? How many animals approximately do you get in a day?
We get in approximately anywhere from 5 to about 20 or 30 animals a day, depending on what's going on. We could get a hoarding case, which could be, hundreds, depending on what it is. In a year, we could get anywhere from 15,000 to about 25,000 animals here between all three of our shelters.
Hi, so can you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
I'm a volunteer, and I walk the dogs. I take them out to the play yards to play, and just basically give them their free time, because they're locked up in their kennels pretty much all day long until volunteers come and take them out.
So approximately how many adoptions do you guys get in a year?
Between all three shelters, anywhere from 5 to about 10,000 adoptions.
And what types of animals do you guys have?
Primarily dogs and cats. We do get rabbits, chinchillas sometimes. We do get guinea pigs. We do get snakes, lizards, monitors. We get horses, goats. We get pretty much everything.
Thank you for speaking to me, Trish. It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too. Thank you very much.
Well, that's all, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in for another broadcast. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at SCPA Today. I'm Floribel Ocampo.
And I'm Anastasia Schmeckley. We'll see you next time.